I think today, in the 21st century, is the recognition that humans are part of nature, not above nature, and flowing from that recognition and that unity with nature is an understanding that the evolution of human society defines what we regard as our humanity and our humaneness. That definition only arises in the way in which we interact with other humans, with other animals in the animal world, and with nature as a whole. Mm-hmm. That's what defines it. And so our humanity is a very open-ended thing. And it really depends on us. Today, the future of the universe is dependent on us. If we choose to be outside of nature and to merely want to exploit nature for our selfish ends, we can lead to the destruction of the universe. We can destroy the environment, to speak of understandable terms. But if we choose to see ourselves as part of nature and become humble and understand that our humanity is defined by how we relate to it, we can see immense opportunities opening up for all of us. And I think that's become possible because of the information and knowledge revolution that we are living through.
I think the function of a human is to, in the end, try to make a positive contribution to the world, do something that helps make the world a better place. In the end, that has to be what we're here for, so that can contribute to the current or future generation. Often graduating seniors say to me, well, we've got this great education, what do you expect to do with it? And I say, make a positive contribution to the world. You could make it in the business sector, you could make it in the nonprofit sector, you can make it in any way you want. You can make it by being a great parent. You can make it in lots of different ways. But it is specific, and I think each person has to find their own passion for how they can make a contribution to the world. Mm-hmm. And people find it in different ways. But I think it's safe to say that if you're not excited about the way you're making it, you won't make it with energy and conviction that are really necessary to make a significant difference. What we have to do is be honest with ourselves about what the end goal is. Competition in the corporate sector can be exciting, can generate lots of adrenaline, but one, I think, then has to say, what's the end outcome? What's the end goal? And who benefits from it? And how do you ensure that there is a real benefit to society from it?
The function of human. I don't think humans have functions. We're not pieces of equipment. Humans have lives, not functions. To think of humans as having functions is to dehumanize them. So I don't think there's an answer to that question. Things have functions because we give them functions. Like, say, a computer, let's say. The computer itself has no function. I mean, we can, in fact, you can use it for a paper, for a paperweight if you want. Or you can figure out a way to devise a program which the computer will then implement. Okay, then the computer has a function, namely implementing the program that you wrote for it. But it's you, the human being, who are assigning a function to it. And the function can be anything. Like I say, a computer could be a paperweight. Or take, say, a hammer. What's its function? Well, in the hands of a torturer, its function could be to beat somebody's brains in. In the hands of a carpenter, its function would be to build a house. But the hammer itself has no function. And to dehumanize people is to turn them into objects with functions, like slaves. You dehumanize them. Their function is to pick cotton, or workers in a factory. Their function is to follow orders. In fact, in the Enlightenment, the period, the 18th, early 19th century, the idea that humans have functions was considered outrageous. In fact, you have, like the founder of the modern university system, Wilhelm von Humboldt, wrote in a famous classical liberal, is that if a craftsman produces a beautiful object on command. We may admire what he did, but we despise what he is, namely a tool in the hands of others with a function of producing that beautiful artifact. And that's what dehumanization is. And a lot of, what we call civilization is dehumanization, taking away, turning human beings into creatures with functions assigned to them by power systems. And there's no way to humanize people. They are human. You can dehumanize them, and you can help them develop their human characteristics, but you can't turn them into human beings. That they are to start with.